Steve, it all comes back to chargebacks. Chargebacks cause problems for payment processors. And when a merchant has high chargebacks, they're going to have problems with their processing. Why does a merchant have the high chargeback rate? Because they've got a customer service problem, they've got a consumer protection problem. They need to first identify that and solve it. I haven't met a merchant yet who doesn't know what the underlying problem is causing those high chargebacks. They need to get to it and change it. A lot of times these merchants ignore it. It's an important part of their business. I think about certain merchants we've worked with in the past, how they got into trouble and how a lot of times they just ignored the problem. One client that was selling nutraceuticals online on a continuity basis, they weren't experienced in dealing with chargebacks, managing chargebacks, how affiliates could take advantage of them. They had a major low-risk processor as their partner, and that wasn't a suitable relationship. There were no fraud controls in place that were working. They weren't in a position to identify early on what their chargeback rate would be. They didn't know how to take corrective action. They were up with a major processor. They had these problems. Eventually, they got shut down. If they had been with a suitable high-risk processor, if they had an agent consulting with them, advising them, they would have been in a better position to identify chargebacks early, stop them, and they would have been able to keep their business. With that merchant, they had substantial reserves that were held, and so compounding everything else, they had hundreds of thousands of dollars held by the processor for 6 months, and they were unable to have adequate cash flow to keep going.